This is the Working Gamer coming at you with yet another live stream. A little bit I predicted yesterday, a little bit earlier. Now, before we get started, this stream may not be that long. We will be playing later today, but I have some stuff I had to take care of today, so I do not know how long this particular stream will last, but we will be back on later today. If it's not a long one, we might be able to. It just depends on how it goes, because I do got some stuff I have to take care of, but I do not know what time that will be exactly, so we're gonna get right back into it, and we're going to be trying to get as much of the slurry sold as we possibly can. I would like, during this stream, I would like to get today out of the way, and at least one day down. It should be at least about an hour for the first part, but like I said, we will be getting back on later tonight, but for the first part of this stream, I would like to at least get the rest of the slurry sold, and hopefully get into at least late autumn. The first thing we are going to do, though, is see if getting off mess with the price of canola any, because it was going up. Okay, beautiful. It is still going up, so that is nice. I had a very well rested, or very well needed rest, so I am good to go. I do have a few things to do this afternoon, but right after I get everything done, we will be hopping back on. But we got a couple tankers of slurry left. We are going to try to get that out of the way. All the animals for right now are good. Alrighty, so we're gonna pull up in here like so, and it does need to stop raining, man. It's been raining for a few hours. It's just gloomy. I don't like all the gloom. So again, I do remember from last night, we are selling each tanker for $4,770, everyone. Which I think for any size farm, selling multiple tankers, that's a very nice price point. Alrighty, so yeah, until we get until we get bigger, guys, hopefully not, but we might see this again, next year, but these are going to be the struggling months for us. My bad, I'll try to keep it on my side of the road. These are going to be struggling months for us. There's not much work that we can do, so we will just be taking care of the animals during times like this. We'll keep on taking care of the animals, and we will just try to get through the colder months. Now, we will do this again next year as well, taking care of slurry and whatnot, but yeah, these are just times where small farmers like myself, we struggle to find work. I wouldn't mind doing that fertilizer job down there though. We're going to fast forward to get this slurry sold, and if that job is still available, we might pick that up. So let's see. Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna do that. That's a nice size field. I don't know about 17, but let's do this. We'll go park this, and this will help us make more income, make a little bit of money, but hopefully... Oh, hold up. What is that? What's going on? Oh. I got happy. I thought it was canola going up. But canola is going $4 a ton. So this is nice, guys. This is what we want. This is what we need. The loan, sadly. We'll have to take out 15K, guys, to get the fertilizer and whatnot. But when we get the money from the contracts, we'll be able to knock it down about 15K. What I'm hoping is we might be able to do two. We might have to we might have to swing by field 15 too. I meant field 17 because 17 is under contract too for a nice little 8,300. And I'm thinking we'll have to do that because this is 10. It's almost 19K. So we'll have to go down 10 right now to get the fertilizer. But 19, so minus 15 plus 10. We might be able to actually get it down 5K from this work. And then that will also take time. So we shouldn't have to fast forward the next tanker as much, I'm hoping. So again, we are going to park this right there. We're going to go get the fertilizer. Well, good afternoon to you as well. Yeah, we are a little bit earlier than what we predicted, but not too much. But as I was telling everybody, I don't know how long this stream is going to last, so just bear with us. We're sadly going to have to bink, bink, and then bink. So sadly, we did have to just take out 10,000 big ones, 10,000 smackaroonies. But need not to worry, because this fertilizer job is going to take care of a bit of that fee, a bit of that plummet. I'm glad we do got jobs to do. Because there's no work to be done, guys, when the ground is frozen. There's nothing you can work on when the ground's frozen. Animals are looking quite comfy right now. This should put us up to about 75% roughly. But I don't know how much it's going to take to do that field. Field 54 is pretty big down there on the bottom of the map. But you can do like 24, and I'm pretty sure 2 tankers. So field 54 shouldn't take more than 75%. We should be able to do field 54 and then still have some. As soon as we get that money, we're going to instantly drop the loan back down to 830, and then we are going to do field 17, and hopefully that should be able to knock us back down to about 825, hopefully. 825 and still have a couple grand left. But as soon as we get done with these fertilizer contracts, we are going to hop back on slurry. Because I want, like I said, if possible, I want to get all the slurry sold today, if possible, because I want to return the slurry tanker so we don't have to lease it for 2 days. Now, we started it last stream, but we started slurry approximately 7:20 a.m. and we've only got like 5 or 6 loads done. If you never sold slurry before, guys, you can't consistently sell it. You do want to wait until you get a couple hundreds of thousands of liters, especially if you're leasing equipment. I would say roughly like 250,000, at least 250,000 liters. but you can't sell it all at once, because when you sell it to the biogas plant, you do have to give it time to process it. Like, you can sell, we are working with a 30,000 liter tanker, so we sold the first tank, okay? We instantly sold the first tank. But then when we went to sell the second tanker, we only got to probably about, if I'm remembering correctly, about 3,500, 4,500 liters. But then after that, you had to wait for it to catch up on processing it. It can't instantly process it all. So that is a little bit of a downside. But you have to sell a bunch of slurry for the market to change. That's another good thing. You had to sell a lot. And since there's not that much going on the farm today, I figured it would be a good time to start selling it. Help us balance out the debt for the days a little bit. Because our pigs are eating way too much. I'm gonna say it. They're eating too much. Alrighty. Now, if we do two rows, the fence should not mess with us when turning around, because we'll do 2 rows this way, and then we'll start going long ways, and the fence should not mess with us while turning around. Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We have not been on that long. A little 20 minutes. We are getting some contracts done and selling slurry. Excuse me. It is a gloomy, rainy day on the farm, but hopefully it doesn't rain all day. Okay, so very unfortunate, but we might have to go over the edge a little bit. Like 1 or 2 times, maybe. Hopefully not, but we might. So yes, we will be able to do a full 10K increment. That will drop us, like I said, back down to 830. And then we are going to do field 17. We might be able to hit at least another 5. We might have to buy some more fertilizer for that field, but that's totally fine. Expected. We might not have to do any strips on the side, guys. We might be able to get away with it. Yep. Yes, sir. Bank. We're going to collect that instantly. Bow. Back down to 830. Now, it would be nice, but I doubt we'll be able to get this done without getting another tanker. We will sadly have to get another 5 grand increment out to get another fertilizer tanker, but we will be able to pay that back almost instantaneously after the field's done. And again, guys, we are doing some contracts, but our main goal for this afternoon stream is to get the slurry done and survive mid-autumn profitably, I should say. Hopefully we're far enough into the day that we don't receive no $5,000 random deductions. If that does happen, it usually happens in the early hours of the morning. I've noticed between like 7:20 and 9ish is when that happens. We are playing on the realest settings possible. We're starting from scratch on hard economic difficulties, so I'm gonna hope, bro. I'm gonna hope that we can finish this build without getting another tanker. That would be tremendous, tremendous help. I had to go out a little bit further. Just like so, boom. So yeah, if we can finish this build in 1200 liters, that would be an amazing accomplishment. We would not have to take out another 5K if that happened, which would be very nice. Hold up, I am going to put helper refill fertilizer to buy in case we get really low. We will hire a worker and just let them buy the rest, and that probably would be cheaper than going and buying a whole new tanker. Yeah, we will have to. We're gonna go ahead and take that off because we are going to have to buy some more. But I think we'll be able to do this and then build 5. That should hopefully counter it. there just wasn't enough there wasn't enough big enough Feilds guys to actually make profit, to make significant profits, but because we were at 840s, we still are at 830. Even taking out that $5,000 increment, we will still be at 835. So it's not too shabby, not too shabby. Just I don't like it because it's a few less than, it's always like 50, 60 bucks that we had to take out a $5,000 increment for. Even the other day we had to take out an increment of another $5,000 just to water our cows or animals by a few dollars. So here we go. Paint. See, look how $54. If we had 55, we could pay another 5K increment and still have $1. Again, if you guys are wondering why I'm streaming so early today, with it being a Thursday, it is because I am off of work today. They're struggling to provide us work with the instance that happened at Cummins, so it is B crew today. I worked yesterday. It is B crew today. I will be going back to work tomorrow, but hopefully I get the weekend off. Hey buddy, slow down, slow down. Yeah, let me get in front of you real quick. Thank you, thank you. What a nice guy. He tried not to let us, but the power of that John Deere, boy. But yes, hopefully I will receive the weekend off as well. This will be my second, not only my second weekend off in a row, but also my second full weekend off since being there. I've been there roughly 4.5 months, and this will be my second weekend off in a row and my second weekend off there, so I'm crossing my fingers. I hope, or I don't wish nothing bad on Cummins, but I hope they don't get that line fixed for at least another 4 or 5 days at least. They already told us that we'll be working Labor Day weekend, and they haven't confirmed Labor Day but most likely Labor Day as well. But they have confirmed Labor Day weekend, so okay, we are going to finish this because I don't know how much this is on the big field or on the small field, so we'll just go ahead and yeet. We're going to turn around and finish this last strip. We could have hired a worker for this with biofertilizer, but like I said, we probably do field 5 too, so we just went ahead and bought another tanker, but yeah, we'll be able to pay 10K on the loan, so that will drop us down to 825, and then hopefully with that little almost 2 grand from field 5, we'll probably hopefully be able to pay off another one, and then we will go back to slurry production. Boom. Beautiful. 825, so I'm hoping to, we should possibly, yeah, we should be able to bring it down to 820, which will be a good, pretty stable amount. Because almost everything we make from slurry tonight, guys, we are going to dump on the loan. We want to get the loan down as fast as we can, especially with it almost winter. Because during these winter months, there's literally no work. No work during the winter for about 2 or 3 months, so we're going to be relying heavily on the loan if we don't get no canola sold. Now, if we get canola sold, we will bump that back into the loan, but we'll have a little bit to play with. And that should heavily help on the loan interest. Buddy, you could have totally made that, dude. So yeah, this is the field that takes like literally 2 strips, bro. So we definitely got this in the bag. Oh, dang. Might want to accept that contract. If we see it, we will most likely always take this field. This field is definitely worth almost the 2 grand, because it barely takes any fertilizer, barely takes any time. Bro. Are you serious, dude? Are you freaking serious, bro?